Here we've got an impatient motorbike overtaking a car down the hill, going a bit too fast, and he didn't quite make the corner. Let's have another look at that in slow-mo. Wham! Straight into the rock wall. That's why they call it StopRock, folks. Now, I think he's actually pretty lucky. He's obviously in a bit of pain there, and I reckon slamming the ground there, I reckon he'll be a bit disoriented as well. But it's interesting how quickly people stop in. The car just off to the right there was the one he was overtaking, so they stopped straight away to help out, see what's going on. And that motorbike was coming up the hill and pulled over us pretty much straight away. And more bikes come. It's funny. You just don't see this number of cars pulling in when it's a car crash, but bikes coming up the hill, and they just keep on pulling over, see what's going on, help a fellow biker. And I guess there's an element of there, but for the grace of God go I. That fella, he's just going to keep going. They can't help. There's already plenty of people there. And of course, people slow down and have a little bit of a sticky beak. People can't help themselves. Sorry about the video quality of this. I've zoomed in. I think I've got some spider webs and crap on the camera I've got to clean off. But people soon pack around and help out. They're pulling the bike back to see. Who knows what sort of shape that bike's in right now. It hit that rock wall pretty hard. And this is just after everyone's gone. And now we've got some new people coming in. This bloke's having a bit of a chat to him. Now, he's not left stranded. Someone called the ambulance, and that'll be on its way shortly. So it looks like he's getting out of it reasonably okay. I'm sure he's got some injuries there, hitting that rock wall so hard. So the ambulance comes up the hill and goes straight past. He doesn't do a U-turn straight away. Who knows why he went up the road that far to do a U-turn at another dangerous corner. I don't quite understand that. Most people do a U-turn right down close to my driveway here. But anyway, he's on site at last. And so he pulls over and the injured bloke's waving. So he'll get on board shortly. The cops have arrived as well now. I didn't show that video. And they're just parked up behind the ambulance there out of sight. Now, something I never knew about these ambulances, I used to think it took a couple of blokes to pull these trolleys out, but this is one man. And it just unfolds. And he whips it down beside the ambulance to load up our biker. Sometimes bikers are known as temporary Australians, but this one, he's still around, so not temporary at this stage. He'll patch up okay, I reckon. And I've cut this a bit short because it took forever. Anyway, they wheel him around and he gives a bit of a thumbs up here. Open up the doors again. Maybe he's spotted someone up the hill. Bit of a wave up there. And look at this. It's a single man. Like there is two blokes there, but the other bloke at the back is just pretty much just guiding. So whatever the mechanism is, it lifts the trolley in automatically. That's brilliant. And he just pushes him in. I guess it's got a lock pin or something to get in there so he doesn't roll out the back, like in the movies. Takes a little while to fiddle around, shut him in. And I've shortened this again too, because it took a while. I don't know what was going on around the back. And this ambulance was just sitting here for maybe 15 minutes before they finally get in and hit the road. So I've edited it short. It's already fairly long for you to look at, 6 or 7 minutes it goes for. and they sat parked here for a while, even with the bloke sitting in the back, but I shortened it and now they're off. So that's it. We got a slammer into the rock wall, into good old StopRock, and most motorbikes don't walk away, but this one's lucky. See you next time, folks.